The Divoom Ditoo featured in today's review is provided courtesy of Divoom. Bluetooth speakers and headphones are becoming more common as more devices abandon traditional 3.5mm headphone jacks. While I have a few pairs of Bluetooth headphones, getting a dedicated Bluetooth speaker has never been on my radar. Well, we do have a Bluetooth-equipped soundbar, I suppose. When I was approached by Divoom to check out their D2, a retro-inspired Bluetooth speaker, I was curious. I mean, this thing looks like a classic 80s PC complete with mechanical keys and a pixel art display. How could I say no? To my surprise, the D2 has turned out to be more than just a gimmick. The D2 comes packaged like a gift bag, and it was pretty cool to see when it arrived at the house. The front and back display an image of the D2 with its pixel art display in use. The sides of the bag outline a number of key features and specs, as well as provide a download link to the Divoom app. Inside the outer bag is a hard case that contains the D2, viewable through the front window. There is some insight into Divoom's philosophy written here as well, though it can be hard to make out. The back of the case also repeats the specs found on the outer bag while adding a short description of the D2. Inside the case is the D2, user's manual, USB cable, and a selection of stickers. The D2 is a really cool looking device with its old school computer look. You have the base of the device, which would be the PC tower and integrated keyboard on an old school system. 6 mechanical keyboard keys, complete with what feels like a blue switch, reside here that allow for menu navigation and other functions on the D2. Just to the right of the keys is a lever that is used to select menu items. I would have preferred a 7th mechanical key over this lever, but it gets the job done. On the right of the base is where you'll find the USB-C charging port and the power switch. There is also a micro SD card slot here for you to load up your music collection without the need of using Bluetooth. Next is the monitor part of the D2, and man, this thing is cool! The display itself is a 16x16 series of LEDs inside a beveled frame. It looks great when lit, and easily my favorite part of the D2 as a whole. On the top of the display is the 10-watt 360-degree speaker, which is about 2 inches long diagonally. The entirety of the D2 comes with a glossy black finish, which looks great, though it does attract fingerprints like nobody's business. The D2 also has a good weight to it and feels very solid in the hands. Despite being a bit top-heavy, the base does a great job of preventing accidental topples. My past month with the Divoom D2 has been a fun one as I explored all the device's features. For this being marketed as a Bluetooth speaker, there is a surprising amount of functionality that can be had here. But let's go ahead and start with its capabilities as a speaker. For this being a $95 product, and some of that price coming from the display and overall aesthetic, the sound quality is pretty good. It won't blow any audio files away, but for us casual music listeners, it does a good job. The volume is also well suited for medium and small size rooms at 50%. The D2 can get very loud at full volume, but from my month of testing, it is best to stick to half volume, otherwise you'll start peaking the speaker in unpleasant ways. Again, it is loud enough at 50% to fill most rooms. Thanks to the display, a number of animations or equalizers can be displayed while you listen to music, or just have the device powered on. I am fond of these particular types of backgrounds from the early days of Windows Media Player and have missed them greatly in modern players. There are also just so many of them! If animations aren't your thing, solid colors or even a clock that syncs to your phone can be brought up instead. If you are really creative, you can even make your own animations that can be displayed on the screen at any time through the use of the Divoom app, but more on this in a bit. Inside the D2's menu are a number of additional features, so starting at the beginning are a collection of games. Within the submenu are some classics like Tetris, Snake, Breakout, and even a take on Flappy Bird. A racing type game and a line deleting game were fun time wasters as well. An odd slot machine, magic 8-ball, and dice roller are also present. The next submenu, labeled with an art easel, contains a number of scenes you can color in. This menu is a bit less exciting to me as the scenes are colored automatically, so the whole thing seems like a waste of time. Next up is the tools menu, and there's some cool stuff in here. First up is a counter for you to keep track of 2 different tallies. It might seem useless at first, but then I actually had to keep track of a few things and it proved quite useful. A stopwatch and 1-minute timer are next, and these have proven useful for a couple of board game nights. Last up is a decibel meter. Yep, a decibel reader that will let you know how loud ambient noises in your place are. I find this addition very out there, but it has been so fun to mess with. The PS4 Pro is a loud monster. The last 2 submenus are an alarm clock and music source selection with Bluetooth and micro SD card options available. The D2 has one more hidden voice recorder function built into it that can be accessed by holding down the lever when outside of the menus. The recording quality isn't the best, but if you ever need to take a quick voice memo, it works okay.
Testing. We are testing the recording.
Okay, let's get back to the Divoom app. While the D2 can be used completely without it, the full functionality of the device is much easier to use with it. Each of the onboard options can be easily selected, and for the games, your phone will even act as a wireless controller. There are a number of bonus functions that the app unlocks as well, such as a sound machine or a way to give you notifications from a number of apps on your phone like Facebook and Twitter. Thanks to the D2's built-in microphone, it can even be used to do phone calls. What is likely to be the biggest use for the app though is the Pixel Screen Designer. A huge gallery is available to browse through that features animations and images from other Divoom users across the range of products they offer. Since the D2 is a 16x16 screen, it is best to filter to that screen size before browsing, as the animations for bigger screens won't display right on the smaller pixel display. If you want to share your own creations, you can make and upload them to the gallery as well. The animator is more intuitive than I thought it would be. I don't know why I thought it would be hard, I just did. Each animation can have up to 60 frames, and the speed is user-controlled for a fine-tuned creation. The best part about using the designer is seeing your creations in real time on the D2's display so you can really see how it's coming along. Since I am not the most artistically creative, I am happy that there are some insanely good animations on the app I can add to my D2. I have really been enjoying the D2 in my studio as a way to keep track of time and to output some music when lying in bed. The sound machine has also been a pleasant addition that I did not expect to use as much as I have. I did disable most of the notification settings as it just wasn't something I have personally used. As for the D2's battery life, it lasts for a good 9 hours or more depending on what is displayed or if music is being played. Charging only takes a couple of hours as well, so the D2 can be back in cord-free action quickly. A quick tap of the power button will let you see the battery indicator at any point if you are curious. I am still on the hunt for more animations to add to my device so I can have it make some fun cameos in future videos. Overall, the D2 is a pretty cool device and looks great as a desk accessory. There are a few things I wish could be addressed about it though. The mechanical keys, while cool, have a backlight that is always on that gets reflected in the bottom of the display. I have yet to find a way to turn them off when not in use, and I hardly use the physical keys anymore. Another issue I've encountered is the device has crashed on occasion as I have shifted through the visualization settings while music is playing. A quick reset from this has also made it so my phone won't reconnect, requiring a complete resync. A mild annoyance, but since I don't mess with visualizations constantly, it's not something I'm really concerned with. My last concern comes from using the D2 for its intended speaker purposes. When you raise the volume above 50%, the peaking has me concerned that the device will blow itself out. While the speaker doesn't get used for me as much as other aspects of the device do, it would still bum me out if it crapped out. The Divoom Ditoo is probably one of the coolest looking devices I have seen in a while. That being said, it is most useful as a display piece instead of a speaker. While the sound quality out of the unit is pretty decent and the battery can last a long time, the design of the device doesn't encourage me to take it out to the lake on the weekend. Instead, I want to have awesome animations playing on its display while it appears behind me in a video or as a clock on my desk. It also works well as a sound machine as I lay down at night. Of course, everyone's usage is going to be different, and there is a ton of functionality here that it should be appealing to just about everyone. So that is the Divoom D2 and everything that it can do. There is so much more here than I really expected out of a Bluetooth speaker. And I'm not gonna lie, just that pixel art display aspect of it is just hands down my favorite thing about it. I love seeing things animate on this display. It looks so good in person. And I'm just sad that the videos really do not do it justice for how good it actually looks when it's in front of you. But even without the display, the sound quality as a speaker isn't too terrible, and depending on what you're listening to, you could cause peaking if you try to raise the volume up too high, so do be aware of that. But overall, I really like this device, and I'm really looking forward to having it be in additional videos, just sort of as a cameo thing. Like, put it up on the PlayStation or something, or back on the shelf, and maybe we'll have, like, a little fun game where we can say, hey, where's the Divoom Ditoo at today? I don't know. Just fun things I'm thinking about that I could do with it. But, yes, overall, cool device, and thank you once again to Divoom for sending it out for me to try out. And, yeah, this has been fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this walkthrough / review of the D2. But anyways, I think that has covered the D2 enough for one day, so let's go ahead and close this out. Thank you all so much, as always, for watching these videos, and for any of you who have made it to the end, thank you so very much. It really helps out the channel, and I am eternally grateful to all of you for that, for helping support me, this channel, helping it grow, and everything that you do. Thank you all so very much, again. But time to get that obligatory stuff into the video here, so if you haven't already, make sure you hit that sub button, that like-dislike button, just depending on how much you like this video. And if you'd like to further help support the channel, you can always check out that join button down here in YouTube, or the Patreon link in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. For as little as $1 a month, you can help support this channel, keep it going, and bring more content just like this to you. As always, I'm just grateful for your consideration, and for all of my current champions, thank you all so incredibly much for doing so. You've all been fantastic and amazing, and I can never thank you enough, so just thank you. But anyway, let's get out of here and get back to our day. So as always, my amazing internet folks, you have wonderful days, and we will see you all back next video.